Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about one more topic that is on prepositions, which is prepositions of time, prepositions of position and prepositions of directions. Now let's get started. Now let's learn about what do you mean by a preposition. So a preposition is a word that shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun with other words in a sentence. That means preposition ये एक ऐसा word है जो relationship दिखाता है noun and pronoun के बीच में. This will understand by some examples. Let's go for it. Like first example, Rohini is talking to her friend. Here it shows the relation between Rohina and her friend that is shown by to word. So here to is a preposition, like Rohina is talking to her friend. So to is a preposition. Now let's go for the second example. Anil is waiting for his turn. Here for shows the relation between Anil and his turn. So for is the preposition in this sentence. Now let's go for the third one. The cat is looking at the milk in the bowl. Here, at shows the relation between the cat and the milk, and in shows the relation between the milk and the plate. Now let's go for the fourth example. The child is running around the table. Here, around shows the relation between the child and the table. So here around is the preposition. So यहाँ पे जितने हमने examples देखे उसमें कौन कौन से prepositions है, जैसे पहले example में to है, second में for है, third में at and in है and fourth में around है. ये सारे words को हम लोग prepositions कहते हैं जो relationship दिखाते हैं noun and pronoun के बीच में. Now let's revise once again. See. A preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other word in a sentence. Let's go for the example. The books are in the bag. Here it shows the relation between the bag and the books. So in is the preposition here. So books कहाँ पे है? Books bag के अंदर है. So in is the preposition over here. Now let's go for the second one. She washed the clothes with soap. Here, with shows the relation between the soap and washing. So, with is the preposition over here. Now, let's go for the B example. Now, look at these sentences. The rat is on the table. The rat is under the table. The rat is near the table. In these sentences, we have used three different prepositions which are on, under and near. With the noun table, these prepositions show three different relations between the rat and the table. We should be careful in the choice of prepositions. If we use a wrong preposition, we will be saying something totally different from what we wanted to say. If the rat is under the table, we cannot say it is on the table. So, ये example में the rat is on the table मतलब the rat is on the table. वो table के ऊपर है. Rat table के ऊपर है. Okay. In the second, the rat is under the table मतलब rat under the table मतलब table के नीचे है. And the third one is the rat is near the table मतलब rat टेबल के बाजू में है. Okay, so this is the actual examples of what do you mean by on, under and near. Now look at the prepositions highlighted in the passage below. Sheila was playing with her friends. She hit the ball with her bat. The ball darted towards a window. Rahul ran after the ball to catch it, but it hit the window pane and the glass broke into several pieces. So children, can you mark which are the prepositions over here? Yes, these are the highlighted one, like with, towards, after, into. These are the prepositions in this passage. Now, can we guess some prepositions in the following sentences? Like, a little girl is sitting under a tree. Can you guess which is the preposition over here? Right, it is under. Now, let's go for the second one. This garden belongs to Radhika. Here, to is the preposition. Right. Now, let's go for the third one. My friend was waiting near the canteen. Here, near is the preposition used in this sentence. Okay, so ये prepositions में under मतलब वो नीचे बैठी है. This garden belongs to Radhika मतलब ये garden राधिका को belong करता है. Right. My friend was waiting near the canteen. Like मेरे friends canteen के बाजू में मेरा wait कर रहे हैं. Like these are the prepositions used in this sentences. Like the fourth one, the gym is closed at night. Okay, here at is the preposition. Fifth one, what do you do in the evening? So can you guess which is the preposition? Yeah, right. In is the preposition used in this sentence. Sixth one, a big spider came and sat beside Miss Muffet. Now which is the preposition used here? Yes, beside is the preposition used here. Let's go for the seventh one. Humpty Dumpty fell from the wall. So from is the preposition in this sentence. Eighth one, Ramona went for a swim before lunch. So which is the preposition? Yes, before is the preposition. Now we'll go for the ninth one. Besides the monitor, nobody was ready to stay back. So here which is the preposition used? Yes, besides is the preposition used. 10th one, the policeman ran after the thief to catch him. So can you guess the preposition here? Yes, after is the preposition used in this sentence. Now let's see what are these prepositions of time are. Like here we use three prepositions, mostly use prepositions of time are at, on and in. Now let's see how we use this. Okay, now first we'll go for the at. Like preposition of at, where we use at as a preposition of time is used. First one with expression of clock time, means like at 10 o'clock, at 7:30 PM. जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना at 10 बजे मिलना है या फिर 7:30 को आना है, तो फिर that is used as at. Like clock time अगर हम लोग को बात करना है तो expression of clock time we always use at 10 o'clock, at 7:30 PM. Like the second one is for other points of time of various stages of the day. Like at lunch time, we will meet at lunch time, or at dinner time, at midday, at dawn. जैसे हम लोग को वो stages of day बोलना है तो we use at preposition over there. Like the third one is to refer to a period of time. The period of time could be more than one day or one night. Like we'll say at that time, at Christmas, at night. जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि जैसे अरे यार वी विल मीट एट क्रिसमस या फिर विल मीट एट नाइट. सो दैट वेयर वी यूज एट एज अ preposition. Okay, now let's check out for the on, like where we use on as a preposition of time. Okay, so like first one is before dates. Like we will say on 14th September, on 9th June. जैसे हम लोग dates use करते हैं उसके पहले हम लोग on use करते हैं. जैसे on 14th September, on 9th June. Okay, second one is before days. Like on Thursday, on Diwali, on Eid, on my birthday. So days के पहले on ये preposition use करते हैं. जैसे on Thursday हम लोग मिलेंगे या फिर on Diwali we will meet. So these are the things that we use as a preposition. Okay, now let's go for the third one, that is preposition of in. Okay, so the first example is with periods of the day. Like we says in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. in कहाँ पे यूज़ करते हैं? जैसे हम लोग बोलेंगे डे के टाइम में, जैसे we go to school in the morning, right? So in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, ये हम लोग तभी यूज़ करते हैं. Now second one is with weeks. Like in the first week of June, in the third week of May. जैसे अलग weeks के बारे में बात करें तो तब हम लोग in ये preposition यूज़ करते हैं. Like the third one we use in with months. Like in October, in November, in the month of December. जैसे ये months की बात करनी है तो we use in that sentence. Okay, now with seasons, like in spring, in summer, in winter. जैसे हम लोग seasons की बात करना है तो we use in as a preposition over there. like we use with years also, like in 1947, in 1950, in the following year. तो हम लोग years के बात करेंगे तभी also we use in as a preposition over there. With centuries, like in the 20th century, in 1300 CE, तो ऐसे जब centuries की बात करते हैं तभी also हम लोग in ये preposition use करते हैं. Now let's go for the prepositions of position. Like the prepositions of position are, कौन कौन से prepositions है, right? For the position, like above, over, under, underneath, beneath, below, before, behind, after, inside and outside. Prepositions of position indicate the position of a person or object in relation to one another. जैसे preposition of position है वो position बताता है object का. Okay? So this is called as preposition of position. जैसे now we'll see to express a relative position vertically, जैसे हम लोग को vertically बोलना है, right? Then we'll use prepositions like above, over, under, underneath, beneath, below, जैसे ऊपर, नीचे. Okay, so for this we will use these prepositions. Now to represent a position horizontally, that time we will use before, behind, after. So ये position बताने के लिए we have to use such kind of a prepositions. Now let's see the difference between the prepositions of above and below. How we will differentiate? Okay. Now we will see we use above to mean at a higher level and below to mean at a lower level. जैसे ऊपर बात करना है तो we will use above. अगर नीचे बात करना है तो we will use below. See, now we will see. We use above or below when the two things being referred to do not have contact. Like जैसे above and below कब यूज करेंगे? जब उनके बीच में contact नहीं होता है. Like let's go for the example. The birds flew above the clouds. No contact between the birds and the clouds. यहाँ पे जो पंछी है वो clouds के above fly करते हैं. तो right, वहाँ पे contact नहीं है उन लोग के बीच में. So there is no contact between the birds and the clouds. Therefore we use preposition above over here. Okay. Now there is a spider below the clock. So clock के below spider है. There is no contact between the spider and the clock. Therefore we have used the preposition below over here. Okay. So I think you have understood what do you mean by above and below. Now let's go for the over and under. Now let's see the difference between the prepositions over and under. Over and under is used when something touches or covers something. For example, she pulled the hood over her head. Okay, so here there is a contact between a head and a hood. Therefore they have used over. So जैसे उनका head and hood एक दूसरे को टच करा, therefore we are saying that it's over her head, right? We can't use above her head because above मतलब जहाँ पे contact नहीं होता है. जैसे यहाँ पे contact है तो we use over. Okay, यहाँ पे हम लोग above नहीं use करेंगे. He is under the blanket. Why we have used under? Because there is blanket. He is under the blanket. वो blanket के नीचे है तो blanket और उनका contact हो रहा है, right? तो यहाँ पे हम लोग below नहीं use करेंगे. Below और above जब use करते हैं जब वहाँ पे contact नहीं होता है, और over और under हम लोग तब use करते हैं जब उन लोग के बीच में contact होता है. Okay, that touches each other. Then we use over and under. I hope you have understood the difference between these two. Now let's look at this picture and answer these questions. Okay, is the clock above or below the blackboard? Yeah, right. This is the answer is above. Now, are the pictures of cartoon characters above or under the blackboard? Yes, that is under the blackboard. Third one, is the teddy bear underneath or on top of the cupboard? Yes, you are right. It's underneath the cupboard. Now, fourth one, who is standing in front of the cupboard? A tall boy or the short boy? Absolutely, short boy. Now, fifth one, is the tall boy peeping over the shoulders of the short boy? Yes, right. Now let's go for the prepositions of directions. Like here we will talk about the directions, right? Preposition of direction express movement along a path or a direction. जैसे हम लोग direction के बारे में बात करेंगे जहाँ पे we'll use up, down, into, through and all. So okay, तो एक एक का we will understand how we use this prepositions with his meaning. Okay. So now the first one is to express movement to a higher position. Then we use preposition as up. Like we will say up the mountain. Mountain के ऊपर है, right? So here we will use up as a preposition. Second one, to express movement to a lower position, जहाँ पे we will use down, like down the stairs. So here we will use preposition as a down. Towards, when we use towards to mean in the direction of, like towards a restaurant. So towards we'll use when it means in the direction of, like towards a restaurant. Fourth one, to express direction or indicate the place you want to go to, like to. When we use to as a preposition, like where we want to say कि कौन से direction में इसको जाना है, like to the right या to Mumbai. So कहाँ पे जाना है, तो that time we'll use to as a preposition. Now let's see how we use into. To express the inward movement of something, use this with a verb that express movement. Like into कब use करेंगे, just we'll see fell into the pit. वो किसके अंदर गिरे, pit के अंदर गिरे. So that is into the pit. So we will use into here as a preposition. Okay. Now the sixth one, to express movement to the surface of something, like onto. When we'll use onto to express movement to the surface of something, like he jumped onto the table, right? Therefore we'll use onto as a preposition over here. Now through, where we'll use through. Okay, so through is seventh one, to express movement from one side to another in something. Okay, here we have shown in that directions also, so you can check that also. Like what do you mean by through? Like it's like through the tunnel, so they are going through the tunnel, right? So through is the preposition used over here. Now let's check about beside and besides. Okay, beside means next to something or someone, like it's next to something, like Rachel's house is beside the park, like uska house park के बाजू में है. So that is when we use beside as a preposition. This sentence can also be written as Rachel's house is next to the park, right? And what do you mean by besides? Besides means, see, beside is different, and besides can mean in addition to, like besides football Anil likes to play tennis. Or we can use that, it's like apart from, like besides apple I like all other fruits. Okay, so here we use beside, मतलब apple के अलावा I like दूसरे fruits भी, right? So that is called as apart from. So also as well as Rita came late to class besides forgetting her English book at home. So here besides can be used like in addition to, apart from, and as well as for the as well as kind of. And beside means next to something or someone, like Rachel's house is beside the park, that is means next to something or someone. Now let's check this with the example sentences, right? Now first one, John sat dash the window. What we'll write, beside or besides? Okay, right, here we'll use beside the window because John sat beside the window के बाजू में वो बैठ गया, right? Now second one, dash me my sister will go to the circus. So here we'll use besides me my sister will go to the circus. Okay, now third one, the garden is dash the pond. Okay, right, so we'll say कि we'll use beside here because garden pond के बाजू में है, so like we will say कि it's beside. Okay, now let's go for the fourth one, dash repairing the tap the plumber replaced the sink. So besides replacing the tap, repairing the tap, the plumber replaced the sink, right? Here we'll use besides. Okay, now fifth one, I can't go swimming as I need to finish my homework dash helping my father wash the car. Like here we'll use besides, like I can't go swimming as I need to finish my homework besides helping my father wash the car. So यहाँ पे I hope you understood what do it mean by difference of beside and using besides. Okay, I hope you understood that well. Now let's go for the examples, okay, where we'll understand. Now Nitya is sitting dash Dipali. So what you'll use here, beside, between or behind? Yeah, right, we will use Nitya is sitting beside Dipali. वो दीपाली के बाजू में बैठी हुई है. So we will say she is sitting beside Dipali. Okay, now second one, Rahul is sleeping dash the bed. Is it over, in or under? Yes, it is over. Okay, वो बेड के ऊपर सोया हुआ है. So Rahul is sleeping over the bed. Now let's go for the third one, Kitty is dash the basket. What should be the answer? Yes, that should be in. Kitty is in the basket. Kitty basket के अंदर है. So we should use in as a preposition. Now let's go for the fourth one, the boy is jumping dash the hurdle. What should be there? Between, over or into? Yes, there should be over because the boy is jumping over the hurdle. वो hurdle के ऊपर से jump मार रहा है, तो फिर there should be over. Okay, let's go for the fifth one. The girl is going the stairs. Okay, is it down or up? She is going up, right? So we should use up as a preposition over here. Sixth one. Aman plays dash with friends daily. So what will come from with or for? Yes, right. With. Aman plays with his friends daily. Okay, वो friend के साथ daily खेलते तो फिर with आएगा. Let's go for the seventh one. The cat is hiding under the sofa, below the sofa, behind the sofa. Which preposition we'll use? Right, we'll use behind the sofa. Cat sofa के पीछे छुपी हुई है, right? So we will use behind as a preposition over here. Now let's go for the eighth one. John is standing dash the window, right? They'll come near, on, or above. Yes, right. John is standing near the window. वो window के बाजू में खड़ा है, तो फिर we will use near as a preposition over here. Now I guess we have understood everything. Now let's go for the summary of this chapter, right? So in this chapter we have learned that prepositions of three kinds, like this is of time, position and direction. So first one is preposition of time, which refers to clock time, stages of the day, dates, week, month and year. The commonly used prepositions of time are at, on, in. राइट अगर टाइम के बारे में prepositions यूज करने हैं तो वहां पे हम लोग यूज करेंगे at, on और in as a prepositions. Okay, now the second one is preposition of position. Indicate the position of a person or object in relation to one another. Some prepositions of position are above, over, under, underneath, beneath, below, before, behind, after. राइट अगर पोजीशन के बारे में बात करनी है जहाँ पे हम लोग preposition यूज करेंगे तो वहाँ पे we will use this kind of a prepositions like above, over. वो कहाँ पे है, ऊपर है, नीचे है, कहाँ पे, पीछे है, आगे है, तो यहाँ पे we will use this preposition of position. Okay, now the last one is prepositions of directions. Express movement along a path or direction. Some prepositions of direction are up, down, into, towards, to, into, onto and through. सो जहाँ पे हम लोग को डायरेक्शन दिशा के बारे में बात करें दैट टाइम हम लोग कौन से prepositions यूज करेंगे? अप, डाउन, इनटू, टुवर्ड्स. जैसे जैसे नीचे, ऊपर, यहाँ पे, वहाँ पे, इसके बीच में से, राइट? तो यहाँ पे we will use preposition directions. Children, I hope you have understood and learned what do you mean by this prepositions. Okay, so next time we'll come up with one more video. Thank you for watching my channel. See ya.